So I've had a pretty good reading week, I think, and I've got a bit of show and tell as well. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing my weekly update. I was pretty happy with my progress on the reading front this week. I managed to finish 2 books. Now we'll get right into it. The first book was Along Came a Spider by James Patterson. This is the very first Alex Cross thriller in the highly successful series, which has been on my radar for quite a while. I have wanted to read this series for the last couple of years at least, and found that there was an open slot in my April TBR, and I thought, well, now is as good a time as any to finally start the series, and I wasn't disappointed. It is very different to the movie adaptation quite a few years back that stars Morgan Freeman, and I found the book a lot better than the movie. It was enthralling, it kept me on the edge of my seat, the pages turned themselves, and the book reached a very satisfying conclusion, which is what you want in a book. So really enjoyed that one. The highlight of the week for me, though, was the second book I finished, which was Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Blake Crouch is a fantastic author. It's the 5th book I've read of his. The first 3 were the Wayward Pines trilogy, which I could not put down. Back in January, I think it was, I read them back to back. And last month I read Recursion, which was absolutely brilliant. And with Dark Matter, it is his best book, in my opinion, so far that I've read. He's become an author now that I trust implicitly, and rest assured I'm going to be pre-ordering Upgrade, which is due out in July, I think, which is his next novel, and won't even need to look at the blurb. It's going to be a day one read for me. So he's made an impression on me, and just can't get enough. Dark Matter, I think it only took me a couple of days to read. What I love about Blake Crouch's fiction is he has scientific elements in his books, but he doesn't bog you down with info dumps and complex equations or complex machinery about the technology featured in the book. He makes it very easy to digest. He makes the technology very easy to understand. And with Dark Matter, it was a really enjoyable book for me because it's about multiverse theory, which I find I'm a sucker for that stuff. Love multiverse theory, and he explores it in such a way that it's clear to understand. And the main character, James Desser, what he goes through in the book, it's a love story throughout the book, and it's his journey on making things right in his life. I'm not going to spoil anything there, but what I found interesting was, yes, there was the standard multiverse theory, but he put his own unique spin on it, which I definitely won't spoil, because when you read it in the book, you just think, this has just blown my mind. So you ask yourself, what if a technology was developed where you built a box and you can place an object or matter inside the box, which enters a quantum state called superposition. So what that means is with the help of a narcotic, you can actually access millions and millions of infinite doorways into other worlds. Now the solid thing about this theory is that all the worlds featured in the book, it's not across time, it's across the one moment, across multiple dimensions. So it opens up limitless possibilities on what you can do with a story, and Blake Crouch does not disappoint. It's a roller coaster ride. It moves at a really, really fast pace, and just couldn't get enough. I found it highly addictive. I found myself looking for every spare opportunity to read the thing, and could not wait to get to the end. And it was just an easy read. You think for science fiction, a lot of science fiction out there, some of them are really thick books with 1,000 pages and whatnot. These ones by Blake Crouch, they're about 300 odd pages, and you can just easily digest them. So Absolutely love that book. So they're the two books I finished. Now I've got a bit of show and tell for you. I got a nice delivery this week. I did a YouTube short video on unboxing it, but I'll show it to you up close because these are worth mentioning. Now I want to branch out in my reading to explore a little bit of science fiction, and looking at YouTube and booktube in particular, looking for ideas. I have seen a couple of videos now on the highly successful Expanse series, which is now a TV series on Amazon Prime, which I hope to watch very soon. But I thought I'd shout myself a really nice box set of the first 3 books in the series. So I'm going to show these off because it wasn't what I expected, and that's a good thing. I expected to have books, say, this size delivered. But in actual fact, the box set, which I got at a really good price, came with the full-size trade paperbacks, which the cover art is absolutely stunning. You know, they're a decent thickness, the paper stock is really good, the print's very clear, and the most remarkable thing I found with these is the texture of the cover. It actually almost feels like sandpaper. It's just remarkable. And when you look at the other 2 books, the cover art is really sensational. That's book number 2 and book number 3. Best thing about these ones, and everyone I watch on booktube about these books, they look great spine out, don't they? Look at that. They look great on the shelf. I got them for about $50 for the whole box set, which was really good. I was really impressed with that, and I'll probably make room for those on my TBR in the next couple of months or so. So that was good. I also, you're going to laugh at this, I spent $15 on a mic, and you'd think, oh, $15, is it going to be rubbish or not? But I gave it the perfect test run this week when I did my snooker video, which you can see the thumbnail coming up there, where I just shared a little bit about another interest in my life to do with cue sports. And in that video, if you haven't watched it already, go and check it out. It's where I just show you what's possible with playing snooker and positioning the cue ball on a really big table and that sort of thing. And I did a voiceover using that mic of what I was doing in the video, and it couldn't have come through clearer. So you can spend $200 on a microphone, $15 from Kmart, and it does the job really, really well. So I was pretty happy with that. So there we go, a couple of purchases this week. Okay, so let's start with what I'm going to read next week. Now, I've got 5 books left in my April TBR, and they include Want You Dead by Peter James, the next Roy Grace thriller, A Darkness at Sethanon by Mr. Raymond Feist, and we have One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Mr. Ken Kesey. Now, I narrowed it down to 2 choices for my next read. Now, it came down to Watership Down or Swan Song by Robert R. McCammon. I'm doing a read along with a couple of others for Watership Down. I'm not sure when they're doing it, so I thought, look, I'll hang off on that one. Swan Song won out in the end. Ever since I read, finished and loved Boy's Life by Robert McCammon, I immediately wanted to start Swan Song because I have heard that it's very comparable to Stephen King's The Stand, and it's apocalyptic, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing a reading vlog on that one. So I really enjoyed doing the reading vlog for Boy's Life last month, and yeah, really looking forward to this. Now, the book is divided into 2 separate books and 14 chapters overall. The format I want to do it in, I'm probably going to split the book up into approximate quarters. So I'll be looking at doing an introductory video maybe later tonight when I start it, and a total of 4 videos sharing my thoughts and impressions and what I think of the book as I go through it. So I think that format will suit. Not sure how long the video will turn out. I'm anticipating it will take me at least this weekend and all next week to finish it, but I'm looking forward to immersing myself into the book and just devoting a little over a week for it, and hopefully should have a bit of time to finish the remaining books in my TBR. So there you go, there's my weekly update. Make sure you check out the snooker video, it's pretty cool, and offer any feedback down below in the comments. I'm always open to that and I'll respond to that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, see you later.